Hey everyone, I just wanted to shoot a quick video. We saw this, I saw a video yesterday and I thought it was super interesting. Anything to do with freedom catches my attention. And what I'm looking for is, I've always been doing this. This is all my 3 decades. I'm looking for anything where there's a certain principle underneath it. And what I see in this video is it's Tate Fletcher. I think he's an actor now. I've seen him in movies. He's a very, very good Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner, and he's talking about doing drugs. And I'm going to play what he says, and it's just fascinating how everyone is just wanting to be free. Fundamental thing, but we're all deeply conditioned to be imprisoned by our minds. And so he's going to explain how he searches for freedom. It's fascinating. So let me just share my screen. Okay, and then I bring up this, and where are we? Here. Okay, I'm going to play it now.
I first got clean and I go, a couple months in, I didn't have nothing out. Like there's nothing to look forward to, not for years for me. There's nothing for years. But one of the things was that I didn't have to get high anymore. And there's a different thing. Like when you say I can't imagine doing it on a daily basis, the thing is like you can't imagine not, because like your hope, that's all the life is. That's the only place you get freedom. I got one friend, he shoots speed, and yeah, and he was clean for a while, and he whatever, but he hits it, man. Sometimes he says he'll fucking put powder in the barrel and he'll draw blood to mix the blood. Yeah. So there's no dilution, right? And he hammers it, and he says, and when I said, are you getting any relief anymore at all? Is there any freedom in there? Because that's what we're hunting, man. And he says, I blast it, and fucking my knees will fucking shake and give out. And right before I drop to the ground, I feel fucking free. I'm set free. And that's all he's getting is that millisecond right there anymore, right? But he's still, you can't get away from it. It's fucking crazy, man. It's a wild thing, That's why I think we're built to have fun. We're built to feel good. Man, I got to push all the ways to feel good and to have fun that I can. Because however you do it like whatever it is, but like some are more sustainable than others, I mean, I can't sit here.
I mean, incredible. So some of the things I heard there that I found very interesting, he said we're all searching for freedom. So freedom from what? Well, it's freedom from the mind. And it's our mind and our conditioning handed down by our parents unwittingly. So you can have a parent trying to make your child as able as possible, and saying things like, you can do this. The child will always get the energy of where it's coming from, which is usually you don't want the child to feel unable. The child can only sense or hear, well, I must be unable if they keep saying you need to be more able. I've seen it so many times, thousands of times, So he said chasing freedom. And then he said, his friend gets it for a millisecond, freedom from the mind. There's no mind, there's no pain, and this constant tyrannical dialogue that's going on with the behavior. And he's searching for freedom. Now, and then he says, now all I do is I'm searching for pleasure, my boundaries for pleasure. I'm just trying to do it in a more sustainable way. Yeah, because shooting heroin or speed or whatever into your body gives you, the high goes shorter and shorter, and then you're obviously going to get the extreme low. And so, but the addiction to pleasure is really the addiction for freedom, is really because we're imprisoned by our minds. And to be able to sustainably, the only way to get off this hamster wheel of the mind that is so brutal The cleverer you are, or cleverer, or the more intelligent, some of I think most kids are beautifully intelligent, but they get it distinguished in the schooling system, which starts the hamster wheel of achievement. Conditions children that they're not good enough, and they need to get grades and gold stars to be status and acceptance and love, and the only way off that, the only way to free yourself is by in that centralized mind that is so controlling and so programmed for generations. That system, the only way to change that system is you cannot do it from within the system. So you could go, I'm gonna now do this to be free, or do that, or actually I'm just gonna give up on everything and be free. You're still in the hamster wheel. So the only way off it is to decentralize your mind and observe this hamster wheel and this behavior. And it is the hardest thing to do. And I quote Krishnamurti, that the highest form of intelligence is being able to observe your own behavior without commenting. So you observe this behavior with no action, so non-doing, wu wei. Buddha knew this, and it's very simple principles. The more you try for the zenith, the more you get the nadir. The more you try and race up the hamster wheel and get achievement, everything, the more you're going to be unable, more able, more unable. So that's it. That's the rules of the game. I found that very interesting, that video. This work for freedom, to free ourselves from the known, from the mind. That's the prison. And it's your own authority. You, whoever's listening, you are your own authority. You do it. No one else can do that for you. You have to do the proof of work yourself by observing yourself. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Any comments, please like, subscribe. That really helps me. Give me some